What's going on YouTube? My name is Robina. If you're new to my channel, sincerely Mrs. Griffin, this is my platform where I talk about all things Wave Nouveau Curly Perm. I got a Wave Nouveau Curly Perm in June of 2020 and I have regretted it almost every day since. The title for today's video, which you already saw, Massive Hair Growth Following a Chemical Treatment. I'm going to talk to you about my 5 top tips for massively growing your hair out after you make the mistake of too much processing, over processing, or just a bad decision of getting some sort of chemical treatment that you were not prepared for to take care of like I was. All right, so in June of 2020, I got a Wave Nouveau or a curly perm. It's similar to Wave by Design or the Gina Curl, but what I've heard is that the Gina Curl uses different chemicals, so it might be considered more safe or easier to take care of and have less damaging effects like what I have experienced following my Wave Nouveau. Now, I've gotten a lot of comments on here from people in the professional world who are hairdressers, stylists, people who have had Wave Nouveaus for years, and they said that they haven't had any trouble maintaining their Wave Nouveau hair, and they've also experienced massive growth following their Wave Nouveau. That is your experience. My experience is slightly different, and I understand that some of the choices that I made following my Wave Nouveau as far as what I put in my hair was stuff that wasn't recommended by my stylist and stuff that isn't the norm when you get a chemical processing. I've gotten a ton of comments saying when you have chemically treated hair, you need to take care of it with other chemicals, which is fine. That's perfectly fine. If you want to see more of my shedding documentation and the Wave Nouveau Curly Perm, you can check out my hair playlist here on my YouTube channel, as well as subscribe to this channel for more content. If you enjoy seeing things about hair, lifestyle, low carb cooking, please don't forget to give my channel a big subscribe and also a little like on this video. Today, I'm going to be talking about my top 5 tips for regrowing your hair after you overprocess it or use some sort of chemical treatment that has caused excessive shedding. The first thing that I'm going to talk about is deep conditioning. Deep conditioning is my go-to. This is highly recommended by everyone in the styling community, in the professional hair care community. There's not any type of treatment that you can get done to your hair where somebody would say deep conditioning is not recommended. Deep conditioning is recommended all across the board for all hair types. It's just good for everybody's hair. So my number 1 tip is to deep condition your hair. And you can do that with something that's store-bought, or you can do that with something as simple as using eggs from your refrigerator, avocado, maybe a little bit of olive oil, and making your own type of deep conditioning treatment. My deep conditioning schedule right now is that I deep condition once a week, and it's typically on Saturday. I have a daughter who's 5, and I also deep condition her hair the same time as mine. What I usually do is I will do an overnight coconut oil treatment where I'll saturate our hair in coconut oil and we'll wear a cap, and then the next day we'll do our deep conditioning treatment, and this seems to really help our hair stay super soft and keeps our hair content, especially during these winter months. The second way that I plan on my massive regrowth comeback following my Wave Nouveau Curly Perm is to use protein treatments and collagen treatments. My top 2 protein and collagen treatments, anything that I talk about in this video, I will list down below in the description box. So be sure to check out the description box. The top 2 protein treatments that I've been using right now is I found this collagen treatment on Amazon, and I use that in replacement for my deep conditioning this past week, and my hair came out super soft. It was luxurious. It just felt really, really good. It felt like my hair had been taken care of. When I was experiencing my massive amount of shedding during the middle, I would probably say month 3 to month 6 of following my Wave Nouveau, I used the Apogee protein treatment, and that seemed to really slow down my shedding. And so I'm very grateful and appreciative of that protein treatment. My third tip for massively regrowing your hair following a chemical treatment or over processing, I would say to add in some sort of oil treatment. Coconut oil is great for regrowing your hair, especially if you use it overnight, like how I said before. You deep condition your hair the next day, or as a pre-poo treatment. Coconut oil is excellent for your hair. I know some people have sensitivity when it comes to nuts, so be aware of your sensitivities. But these are just things that I use on my hair that I have found that works that you might want to try. I also make a homemade oil blend, and I find that that has really helped our hair to grow as well. So I do make a body butter here, which I have a recipe on my channel. You can check that out, as well as a hair growth oil. I also have a recipe here on my channel that you can check out that video. I always say that my hair is cake because it's full of oils and butters. Those things have really helped my hair to maintain its shine, maintain its body, and help my hair massively grow even whilst I was shedding. My fourth tip is to be gentle with your hair, gentle methods with your hair when it comes to detangling. That's one thing that I have found with having Wave Nouveau Curly Perm and now having massive amounts of new growth is just like transitioning hair. You have to be gentle with it because that new hair that's coming out is super strong, whereas your chemically treated hair is very weak. So you must be gentle when you're working with both types of hair. And so when you're deep conditioning, you want to start from the ends of your hair when you're detangling and use that brush or tool. And if you can't use a wide tooth comb, if your hair is still falling out when you're using a dimming brush or some sort of curly brush, ditch the brush, switch to a wide tooth comb. If you still are experiencing massive amounts of shedding, I would recommend just using your fingers and detangling. Your fingers are going to be the most gentle method because they offer the most width in between. So using your fingers in the shower to deep conditioning, always starting from the ends of your hair and working your way up. If you can't use a brush, switch to a comb. If you can't go with this comb, then try using your fingers until your hair is strong enough for you to move to the next level. My tip number 5 is to use supplements to regrow your hair. The supplements that I love to use, again, I'll link everything down below in the description box. I love to use, it's a biotin and it's in coconut oil. And I think it's by Sports Nutrition. I also love using collagen in a powder form. I put it in my Dandy blend. If you haven't seen any of my videos before, I switched from drinking coffee to drinking a coffee alternative. If you're still drinking coffee or any sort of hot drink, these collagen powder, put them in hot drinks, you can put them in smoothies, and they blend right in and also provide great benefits for helping your hair to grow, as well as strengthening your nails. Collagen is one of the building blocks of joints and ligaments, so it also can help with an athlete like me. I am a runner, so me taking collagen really has helped to make sure that my knees stay flexible, that my ankles stay flexible, and to prevent injury. So there's great benefits besides helping your hair, skin, and nails. Your hair, skin, and nails, collagen really works on those ligaments and joints as well. For people who have arthritis, like my older sister has arthritis in her hands, collagen is beneficial for that as well. So those are my top 5 tips for massively regrowing your hair after you make the mistake of over-processing or getting a chemical treatment that you just didn't know how to take care of, like me. This is all that I have for today. If you have any questions about my hair, leave it down below in the comments and I'll be sure to respond as soon as possible. I will talk to you guys in the next one. Happy growing. Bye.
Hey guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Remember that this video is all of my experience. I'm not a doctor, so I can't prescribe you a certain treatment plan. This is just what I do for my hair.